Nubians go inside, and it's going to be Johnson getting fouled, heading to the free throw line.
That's the second foul on Layla Dials.
And that could be big. They're going to need her ball handling here tonight against this overwhelming pressure that Africentric is able to throw at you throughout the entire duration of the game. So we'll see how long Coach Barry elects to keep Layla over on the sidelines. Nubians pull back within a point, but the Flashes pushing forward. And how about Stevens with a blaze of speed?
5 points for her already. 9-6 Willard, 1:30 left in the opening quarter.
You can see why Michaela averages 17 per contest, as that three ball way too strong.
And that's what Coach Fall wants them to do, force them to take some threes. Stevens almost brought the house down with that take. Just rolled out.
Nice look inside. Too hard off the square for Johnson. Pace starting to pick up here.
Oh, and Sowers got the open look. What a rejection. Oh, they're going to call the foul. Let's take a look at that.
Here she is right down Main Street. It looked like it was a clean foul or possession there up top. Got her with the body though.
Yeah, she was in follow mode there. If she wasn't trailing Sowers and put the block up, I think they would have let it go, but because she was behind her, she had to reach across and created some contact.
Ends up just a 1 point difference off the split pair there. Now the Nubians jacking up a three. And again, too pumped up. That time it's Ariel Grace missing the triple try.
Like I said on the last possession, Coach Fall will let them do that. The last 2-3 attempts by Africentric have been air balls.
Another good look. Samariah Thompson came up short. I think Willard might have got a piece of that one. Now Stevens, nice move. Got inside, but look at all the pressure that they have to send to her aid. There were 3 Nubians there trying to stop her.
Strip. Savongsak coming out of nowhere to get the strip, and now Willard could hold for the last shot if they want. Under 20 to play here.
Looks like Sowers will back it out. Now get it into the hands of Stevens. Working from the point.
What a momentum shift if they can get the bucket here before the buzzer.
Instead, they're going to have a couple of free throws.
They called a walk.
Wow. Kind of surprised. Thought McKenna was able to get the contact first. Might have led to her traveling violation. So the Nubians, that's not going to be good, even if it goes, and it did. Unfortunate for Ariana Smith, as that takes us to the end of the first quarter with the Flashes on top. At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Schaefer Danhoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danhoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
Second quarter action, all set to begin here in the regional semifinals at Lexington. Willard right now on top, 10-6.
First quarter stats, Willard 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. Africentric only 1 of 10, so we got the 5-second call. 1 of 10 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, so there's that defensive battle we've been talking about. Willard with its 5th turnover there on the 5-second count. So Africentric will get possession, its first possession of the second quarter. But that was a pretty well-played first quarter defensively by the Lady Flashes.
I think on both sides, to be honest, defense tonight is probably what's going to lead either of these teams to victory. And I expect a three-point shot, too, to become a big factor. Who of these two squads is going to be able to step up and knock down a couple of perimeter J's so far? Nobody getting it done from the land of three.
Yeah, I don't know the exact three-point percentage by Africentric, but Willard is shooting 32%, which is a decent number. It's just a matter if they can hit them today.
Going inside, and look at the trees all converge. Everybody.
And it'll stay with Africentric, but just collapsing on Smith, not allowing her to get up the shot. And the more they frustrate these post players for Africentric, the more of a chance they're going to get it, because the more frustrated you get, even some open shots might be a little bit off because you're not that focused.
Now Smith chased out to the perimeter as they swing it. Grant got it to Johnson, who's posting up.
And nearly another jump ball.
There we go.
If you're Africentric, take a couple to the hole, get a couple buckets, get that confidence going. And that's all it's going to take them to get rolling. But just so far, Willard's just flustered them.
Dials right down Main Street, and she scores.
That was too easy.
But Africentric
right on the other end
with the answer right away. About a couple seconds later, it's Grant.
So both teams, that's what they need. To get a couple open looks, get that confidence up.
Stevens,
oh my.
Back and forth we go.
7 already for McKenna Stevens.
See if there's a response by the Nubians. Halfway home, but it spun out for Smith.
That was a good look. What a spin. But that height advantage for Africentric proving to be big, because Stevens did get a hand on that offensive rebound attempt, but just, just a couple inches. That's just the difference between being able to get it or running back on defense. Backdoor cut.
Tried to set it up for Smith. Stevens was there.
I don't know how she found her. And she still couldn't hit it.
It was a good look inside for Grant.
Willard has numbers.
It's going to end up with Dials.
Oh, my goodness.
Mid-range J.
Dials with 6. It's an 8-point game. And we're going to get an Africentric timeout. Willard creating havoc here in the first 11 minutes of this game. 16-8 Lady Flashes. I don't think you could have asked for a better start if you're Coach Barry Fall.
Definitely doesn't seem as though they've got the Nubians frustrated yet at this point, but they've had some clean looks inside that they haven't been able to finish. So if that continues, obviously frustration is going to start to build on their side.
And just look once again at this Dials spin fade away. That's her shot right there from about 7-8 feet out. Get the spin, get your feet set at the bucket. Easy. She's done that 3 times already. 6 points. Stevens with 7 points. And it's an 8-point Willard lead.
And the Flashes use balanced scoring to get the victory over Margaretta in the district championship as G-Man and Storm lined out for you guys. 4 players with 14 or more points in that game. Looking to get the same type of contributions here tonight at Lexington.
And I mean, just looking down this roster, start with Presley Feltner on the bottom, 11.8 points. Grace Hall, 8.8. Stevens, 17.3. Dials, 12.7. Sowers, 6.2. A balanced attack. And usually in tournament basketball, you'll have 2 good players on each side. It's the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th. What can they do?
And that's what they got against the Polar Bears, was Tristan Burma stepping up and dropping 16. That's 11 over her season average. Will they find an unsung hero here tonight?
Just took the words out of my mouth. She was the unsung hero of that game. You always have them in these tournament games, especially once you get to the Sweet 16 Elite 8. Who will be in Willard or Africentric lore for time to come? Africentric resetting.
It's going to be Smith trying the near side now. Screen and roll game with Johnson. Takes it down in the post. She pops and not going to get the friendly roll. The pace that these Flashes play with really matches the name on their jersey. I mean, they just zip up and down the floor.
We're going to get a push on Africentric. But, yeah, this pace, you'd think at first Willard might slow things down to keep Africentric from getting out and running, but not the case. They're the ones creating that fast pace, and it's working.
Nowhere to go for Sowers. Now Dials turns inside, back to the left hand, short-armed it into the hands of Smith. Pushing it ahead, what a theft. Savansek took it away, but taken right back by the Nubians.
And since that timeout at the 5:07 mark, nobody scored. And when you're playing as the per se underdog like Willard is, going against the last 3 state champions, the longer you have that lead, the more confidence you get.
Willard fans here wanted to travel on that one. Instead, it's going to be a foul and the first personal assessed against Stevens. Both sides now with 5 team fouls each. Nice up fake, and free throws are coming here from Malia Johnson.
4 of 4 from the line. And if it takes going to the line to get points to get back into this, that's what they got to do. But that was a very nice up and under spin. Took it strong up to the hole, got fouled. Now she'll have a chance to extend on her 4 made free throws.
Cannot cash in the first as Grace Hall checks in for the Flashes. Going to give Burma a quick rest. That trims the Willard lead down to 7.
Samaria Thompson checks in for Africentric. Come up on 3 minutes left in the half. Willard up 7.
Dials with the kick out, launching one. Savansek missed it. Stevens got her back with the offensive board. Gonna try another. It's Sowers this time, and she rains it home from downtown.
There's that perimeter shooting starting up, Ski.
Big shot.
10-point lead, and that came off of a big offensive rebound by McKenna Stevens, who averages 8 rebounds per game. One of the biggest of the season for her so far.
quadruple team inside, so Smith gives it up, and clean look there by Lyric Ransom.
That's what Africentric's going to have to do. Draw the quadruple team. There's somebody open around her. Find the open person. You're probably going to get an open look for the bucket.
Flashes evade the pressure. Now Dials kicks it out to Sowers. And Willard always looking to attack off the bounce. Going to be a reach-in foul right there against Thompson. And
that'll be
one more foul to give.
Both teams now in the bonus for the final 153. 1-1s the rest of the way at least. And they did the same play to Stevens again on the inbounds, but just too short.
It was Smith being ready for it that time. Great look. And one opportunity for Johnson.
Grace Hall called for the foul. A little bit of a run here by the Nubians.
And they needed this. It felt like all of the momentum was clearly in the corner of Willard. Now things settling down a bit for Africentric. As Dials initiates the offense through Callie Sowers.
A bucket here would be big for Willard just to get some of that momentum back.
Stevens turns into a double team. Wisely gave it up.
Oh.
And a bad pass, but look at McKenna Stevens, just always aware. Saving the possession here for the Flashes.
They'll reset.
See if they can get something out of it as they hand it off to Dials. Backs it out to midcourt. Goes right at Grant. Thinks she got her shot blocked. But Willard's going to keep it down at this end.
I saw the referee almost put her hand up and back down. And we're going to get a foul against. That'll put Africentric on the line.
Actually, it's going to be an offensive foul.
Player control foul, so it won't be shots. Under a minute to go here in the half. Can Willard hold on to its lead, or can Africentric get a couple buckets right before the half to get all momentum back?
Nubians have been starting to find it a bit offensively here late in the second quarter. Johnson tried to feed it inside to Smith.
Offensive foul.
Sent Sowers down to the ground, writhing in pain. Let's see if we can see what happened.
And she just, I think an inadvertent elbow.
And Callie gushing a lot of blood right now out of her nose. Obviously, she's going to have to check out here.
And we're gonna have a bit of a timeout to clean everything up. That's the first foul on Ariana Smith. Once again, it's a player control foul, so I don't believe we're going to get free throws on the other end.
Take this quick moment to thank our generous sponsors for bringing tonight's game to you live and free on the OH Report, including Schaefer, Danhoff, Dodge Jeep Ram of Willard. Check out their full selection of new and used inventory by clicking on their website link right attached to this post, and make sure to give them a follow on Facebook. And the Willard Family Dentistry, individualized, comfortable care. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Emily Booker online at willarddentist.com.
So Willard, both teams, a free timeout pretty much right here. If you're Coach Fall, what are you telling Willard? You're up 5, you have possession with 38 seconds left. I'd say you're up 5, hold. Hold for the last shot. We say this in our broadcasts all the time. You don't want to take it to the hole quick, allow the other team to get a chance at a bucket and actually get it. That takes all the air out of your momentum. If you can hold for the final shot, even if you miss it, you're still up 5 going into the break, which is a big win for the Lady Flashes after the momentum that Africentric's had here in the last maybe 2.5 minutes.
I think Willard has good enough ball handlers, too, that they're able to possess the rock here for the last 38+. But it's always tough if you're an offensive player and you got a clean look, nice driving lane to steer away from that and not try to go get some points. But I always am a fan of holding for the last shot of the quarter. Like you said, if you miss it, it can only lead to misery with the other team coming down, getting some buckets at the other end. Whereas if you get that last shot, it's either you're going to be going up or nothing changes on the scoreboard. So we'll see if Willard can make that happen.
Also, Willard comes down. They hit a 3 at the buzzer. Place is going nuts. Team's all pumped up going into the break, and you have something on a high note. But even if you miss, still, you're up 5. Busy day for the OH Report. Not only are we here, but we have a crew at Ashland High School for the Division II Boys District Semis.
We do. Those are streaming live and free right now on our Facebook and main YouTube channel. So if you want to check in on the boys at halftime, right now Shelby is taking on Huron in the first of those 2 semifinals tonight. And then in the nightcap,
that's the one I'm looking forward to most.
Great matchup, number 2 Ontario versus number 3 Norwalk. So you can catch both of those tonight live and free on the OH Report.
Baylog versus Gray, and we'll be able to probably get home in time for that one, so I can't wait to watch that with Greg Collins, Brian Harder on the call. We're back to action. Almost a 5-second call there against Willard. Stevens almost loses the handle. And there it is.
It is a 5-second call. Everybody on the Nubians bench jumping up, excited that they now will have an opportunity for the final shot here of this opening half. Can they trim down the deficit, even make it a 1-score game here?
And we're going to get a walk, so they're going to turn it right back over. 6th Nubian turnover. Actually, the 7th. We had that player control foul. But still, 5 seconds. Willard's got to have to rush.
And I don't know if Dials recognizes it. Now she turns, not going to get the shot off, so that will take us into the half. Fun opening half here with the Flashes right now on top, 19-14. We'll step aside when we come back. We'll have some first half stats, break it down, get a little analysis, and get you ready for quarter number 3. Keep it here live and free. Girls Regional Basketball will return on the OH Report.
Schaefer Danhoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danhoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaefer Danhoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values, serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today. paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report. It's halftime here at Lexington High School for the Division III Regionals Semifinals. Or after 2 quarters of play, the Lady Flashes of Willard are on top 19-14. As we take a look at those first half stats. And shooting not great for either side. The rebounding disparity, though, pretty large, though, in favor of the Crimson Flashes, doing some nice work in the paint up to this point.
Yeah, they've been holding the Nubians pretty much to one and done, all for the exception of 2 times. And both of those times, Africentric wasn't able to score. So that's a big key that Coach Berryfell said before the game that they're going to have to do is crash the glass, keep them from getting those second chance opportunities, and that is the main reason why they have the 5-point lead right now.
Flashes have got some nice individual performances so far from Stevens, always looking to attack the 10. She's got 7 points to lead the squad. Dials has 6, Sowers has 6, and then on the other side, Malia Johnson, 8 points. Nobody else with more than 2 for the Nubians, so pretty obviously, Travis, they need to find some other players to step up and make some contributions at the offensive end.
Also, 6 of 7 from the line is a main reason as well because they only have 4 made field goals in that first half. But Callie Sowers, the big 3-point shot, gives her 6 points. Layla Dials with 6 points, 3 of those sweet turnaround jumpers. And then you have McKenna Stevens really dominating the glass on the offensive end for the Flashes, 7 points. The only 3 players to score for Willard, but right now it's good enough.
And for Africentric, head coach William McKenney spoke to us before the game about trying to get back into the flow after getting a late start to their season.
Back here down on the court with Coach McKinney from Africentric. Coach, you guys had a later start to the season due to COVID and everything else. How have you guys been able to prepare for the tournament with a shorter amount of time than Willard?
Man, we just been trying to do the best that we can. It's definitely been a challenge. Missing 2 months of practice and, to jump back in this thing January 15th. I mean, I'm just happy to have the opportunity to be here, but it's definitely been challenging, to say the least.
Yeah. You guys you made it here to a regional. Once again, what's it going to take to get the win tonight?
Man, just going to have to be disciplined with the basketball, take good shots, just try to play some good defense, and try to don't give up offensive rebounds.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you, Brian.
So we'll see if they can get some juju running in the positive direction here in this second half. Such a storied program over these last several seasons. Get to the state finals just about every single year it feels, and Africentric has been incredible so far throughout this tournament. I mean, they just ran through their district, Travis. Wins by 40 points, 39 points, 36 points, and then a 25-point beatdown of state-ranked Cardington-Lincoln, who, if I'm not mistaken, was undefeated going into that game. So Willard easily, it seems, has been their toughest test so far up to this point. Can the Flashes keep it up and keep this offense under control?
I mean, they're number 5, 21-3 overall. Their road was a little bit tougher. They did knock off Upper Sandusky 62-20 as they almost turned it over here on this inbounds. But then they played a tough Cary squad, beat them 57-44, and then got the payback on Margaretta, fit 65-56. So they cruised against some really tough competition in their district.
Gonna go inside right away. Smith with deep position, and she comes through.
And that's a good sight.
And an even better sight if you're an Africentric fan, as you get the bucket and you turn Willard over. So that's exactly their recipe for success. Have your defense create some chaos, get you some extra possessions, and now they just got to come through with some points. Going to try to work it inside on the block again, but this time Stevens right there to take it away. Look at McKenna.
That's deflected off, and she turns it back over. So
tried to become a one-lady fast break and just go at everybody.
Not the start for Willard. the Nubians look to tie or cut this to 1.
It's going to be Murphy. Nice crossover, right hand, left side, and she's good off the square.
4 points for her. It's a 1-point game again. This was up to 10 at one point.
See if the Crimson Flashes can kind of settle the storm. A bucket here would be huge,
Ooh.
and they're going to get it. Bottoms up, corner pocket 3 from Grace Hall.
36% from beyond the arc. Showed it off right there. 4-point Flashes lead. And a walk, so a little bit of that momentum coming back to Willard.
Basketball, a big game of runs. It seems like already in these first 90 seconds we've had a couple. Can Willard add to theirs here with back-to-back buckets?
And 2 of the biggest segments of the game, the first 3 minutes of the first quarter, first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Can Willard just survive that 3-minute onslaught and then calm things down?
Sowers to the cup, took the bump. Gonna head to the free throw line for a couple. And what a tough player Callie Sowers is. You see both nostrils got some type of gauze and filled and probably having trouble breathing, but still uber aggressive here to start this third quarter. That's her second shot, and then knocks down her first free throw.
You know, some of us, we might not be able to get back out there after a shot like that, but, you know, she's a fighter.
You notice some of our crew members might have been pointing in your direction, Travis.
I don't know about that, cameraman.
So the second one finds its way through as well. Back to a 6-point lead for the Flashes. And cannot answer at the other end. Johnson made a nice move inside.
What a job. Oh, I thought they called his walk for a second, but she called the foul. But what a job by Stevens to get the ball out of the air right there and come down.
She is just such a specimen, incredible athlete. You mentioned that she's averaging 17 and 8 on the season. Shoots it pretty well from the charity stripe too, 71%. McKenna Stevens, such a valuable asset for this Willard club, does a little bit of everything, but certainly is one of the girls that brings the intensity, the spark, the drive, and that's what's got them to the regional final last year and potentially looking to get back there here tonight with a win.
Well, it's looking good after that first minute. The second minute of the third quarter, a lot better by Willard, as they're back up 8.
Nubians trying to bank down low, feed it into their big bodies, Smith and company, along with Johnson. Step back Jay, front iron, Smith battling.
And we're going to get a foul.
She squeezed it. I think took a little nudge there from Stevens and lost the handle. Yeah, it looked like McKenna had her arm locked up inside. Bit of a tough break for her as she was just battling for the loose ball.
Only the second on McKenna.
They send the double team that's going to force Smith back out to the perimeter.
And that's where they want her, back outside from the block. Can't do much damage from just above the arc.
And now Murphy, nice take inside, missed it, but cleaning up the mess, Cameron Grant.
Her second field goal, and there's that Africentric offense that will crash the glass and score off the offensive rebound. Haven't seen that much today.
Dials drew the double, gives it off, down the middle, too strong for Sowers. And now pushing ahead, Africentric, nice look, Johnson. And a blocking foul against Willard.
Yeah, Willard was just out of position on that transition, tried to get a hand up, but good take, and it turns into 2 free throws. Fouls on Grace Hall, her second.
Johnson looking for point number 9. She drills it.
7 of 8 from the charity stripe tonight. Make that 8 of 9.
Keeping up the hot numbers from the free throw line is Johnson.
4-0 runs by both sides.
Dials had it poked away into the hands of Smith. Sending it forward to Johnson, who gets fouled by Sowers. And so she's going to go back to the free throw line where she has made a living so far in this regional semifinal.
Yeah, Sowers, couldn't do much with that. It's either an easy layup or you foul her, hope it doesn't go in, and make her get 2 the other way. 4 Lady Flashes with 2 fouls. So not quite in trouble yet.
Another clean stroke. And another made free throw from Malia Johnson. And she looks to go 2 for 2 again on this trip, and will do just that. So the Nubians pull back within a single possession, 26-24, as we're approaching the midway mark here of quarter number 3.
Can Willard answer with a run for themselves?
Stevens up fake and blocked by Johnson. Wide open mid-range J off target from Burma. And now a foul is going to go against the Nubians.
Kind of a tomahawk right here going for the block. I don't know, though. It depends if she got all the ball or that right hand on the far end, but it looked pretty clean.
Stevens cashes in the first. Gets her into double-figure scoring now. The first Lady Flash to reach that mark. Had more of a balanced attack than the Nubians tonight.
And a lane violation. So a 3-point lead for Willard. 4:15 left in the third.
Get it into the hands of their 6'2" point forward. And now the other senior, Murphy, going inside. Looked like Willard got a piece of that one. Might have been Stevens. Jump ball is the call on the floor. Possession arrow. Going to keep it down here.
Yes, Smith, after the defensive rebound, able to get a hand on that ball and keep possession with the Nubians.
Work it around, now go inside Johnson.
Oh, nice look.
Turned baseline, collected her own miss, but then Stevens just ripped it away from her. Somehow got through the double, but the floater in and out, hit the rim a couple times.
You know what, she had 2 players to each side. She could have dished that off for a little bit of an easier shot, but being the leader, you can take that.
Now Smith from the point. Slowing things down as Nubians looking to get into a half-court set. They'll run it through Murphy. Looking to go right at Dial, spinning and drilling.
Murphy's had some very nice takes here in the second half.
So Anaya Murphy now with 6 points. Timeout taken by the Flashes. As Africentric back to within a single point. Excellent game that we have going here at Lexington tonight. One more look at that last take. As she hit her with the cross, went middle, and then spinning back baseline.
Giving Dials a little taste of her own medicine there.
Coach McKinney pumping up his squad, who have had the run of play here in the third quarter. Today's high school basketball broadcast brought to you live and free on the OH Report. Thanks to our generous sponsors, Schaefer Danhoff Dodge Jeep Ram of Willard. Check out their full selection of new and used inventory by clicking on their website link on this post. And make sure to follow them on Facebook. Also want to thank Willard Family Dentistry. And thank Sowers for that nice move, though it spun out.
She got her own rebound, though. Oh, nice pass.
Good look, and Stevens capitalizes. She's got a dozen.
That's a big possession for Willard. Gets them back up 3. after what looked like a defensive rebound for Africentric. They kind of ran into each other, got free, and Sowers was able to see an open Stevens as another three goes in and out for Africentric.
Getting behind the defense. Nobody there, and it somehow just does trickle in for Sienna Savancic.
Africentric didn't take much time. Savancic still not cross half court. Saw he got the defense rebound, went right back down to the block. Easy take. A little too open, almost missed that, but
smallest player on the floor just snuck in behind the defense. Nobody saw her.
Entertaining game here at Lexington. Who will go to the regional championship? Still have about 9 minutes and 50 seconds to find out.
Grant looking to trigger, trying to find some options off the curl, gets it into Johnson. And now Murphy, step back, Jay, and it's clean.
Murphy's starting to get her touch back. She has 8-6 here in the second half.
90 seconds to go here in the third. Right down the middle, left-hand scoop. Too much from Sowers. Smith
and
pushing,
Stevens
taken away.
2-on-1. Do they get the extra pass? No.
Dials with the fake to the corner, took it herself. Big basket by the Lady Flashes, but so quickly Africentric with the answer back at the other end. Johnson heading to the free throw line where she's been a whole bunch already tonight.
A lot of running there in the last 45 seconds. A lot of hustle, too. Stevens coming out of nowhere to get the strip from behind. Leads to the run out and the easy layup for Dials. She has 8, but immediately Africentric answers with 2 free throws.
"13 points for Johnson, leads all scorers. Chance for one more here. And this time it misses. Stevens looked like she was going to squeeze it. Tip back into the field of play. Johnson skies up, and she's got the putback.
So she misses the free throw, but it actually turns into 2 more points for her. And it's back to a 2-point game.
Dials calls for the screen from Stevens. Left side now spins middle. Tough shot.
Oh, my
and one.
goodness.
Layla Dials fighting through the contact. Buries it through the bottom. Here's another look. Changing directions. Moving that fast. And then showing off the emotion as she pushes her team back on top by a 4-pack. I think Dials is going to get called for the foul here, battling for the loose ball. She is going to be on the arm, they say, of Ariel Grace. Not a very liked call by the Willard fan base.
And that's her 3rd. Africentric slowing the pace for the moment, but a pull-up 3 instead.
Murphy missed it. Johnson's second opportunity off target as well, and now here's a 3rd chance down at this end. See if the Nubians can do anything with it. Starting to get short on time. Johnson off the attack, the kick out. Smith, big bucket in the middle.
3 seconds.
Don't think Sowers knows it, and that is going to take us to the end of the frame, folks. Just a 2-point cushion here for Willard. Stick around. Money time on the way on the OH Report. At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Schaefer Danhoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danhoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at schaeferdanhoff.com.
It's now everybody's favorite part of the program. We have made it to money time, folks. Fourth quarter where legends are made, dreams are captured, and sometimes the art of defeat too can set in. Who will enjoy which storyline? We'll find out over the last 8 minutes. Brian Skronsky, Travis Berardi with you here at Lexington. Great third quarter action we just saw, Travis.
Africentric 7 of 16 from the field in the third. Willard 5 of 11. Both teams also hitting their free throws. Willard 9 of 11 so far in the game, 11 of 13 for Africentric. And there's the 5-second call. That's I think the third time that Willard's been hit with that.
It was Ariel Grace staying step for step that time with Dials. So it gives the Nubians possession. Chance to tie or take the lead here to start the fourth.
This has been a very good game by both sides.
It's going to be a long two-toe on the line, but back iron there from Murphy. And now here's a 2-on-2. We'll see if Stevens elects to attack.
Oh, she fell backwards by herself and turns it over. And it's going to lead to more free throws.
And guess who? Number 21 headed back to the charity stripe. Making it like a vacation home, man. She's been there a whole bunch here this evening.
Did I mention that 11 of 13 by the team is actually just by Johnson? She's 11 of 13 from the line tonight.
She has been in attack mode from start to now, relentlessly doing work in the paint. I believe she's missed her last 2 free throws, but is able to cash that one in. A 1-point game. Dials with the blow by. Lost the handle. Still forced up the shot and probably ill-advised as Grant was there to apply the pressure.
Yeah, that's where you kick it out for the 3, which Willard hasn't really attempted many here in this game. They've hit 1. And combined, only 1 3 in the whole game by both teams.
Murphy off the bounce, somehow knifed her way through. Nubians take the lead.
And that's their first lead.
And how about Murphy getting it going? Though a tough pass in transition, and it's thrown away behind Johnson. And Coach Barry Fail wants a timeout. Wants to calm down his Crimson Flashes.
This is the first Africentric lead since early on in the first, only the 3rd lead change of the game. Willard had this at 10 points, 19-9 in the second. But since then, Africentric starting to play like that team that we've seen in the state finals and state championship team the last 3 or 4 years.
Check in on our Facebook feed real quick and dive into the comment section where I see Leslie cheering on the Flashes, as is Melissa Haydinger. Gene Heller says, Thanks for the coverage. You're welcome, Gene. Kenneth Stevens says, go girls. Judy Walker, hashtag Nubian, hashtag Nubian. And Amy Snook also cheering on the Flashins. Michelle says, let's go Lady Nubians. So a split fan base in our comment section tonight on Facebook. Appreciate all of you watching. I see 362 of you tuning in right now on Facebook.
And also 272 on Facebook. Another big crowd, just like last night. Not quite up to the numbers we had last night, but still a very nice crowd watching tonight here on the OH Report, live and free.
Sowers capped on the wrist right there by Murphy. Anaya Murphy picks up her third personal. She has been the hot hand offensively. And Dials has been having troubles trying to get by Grace all night. Though she loses her here, takes a bump at the body, and Layla is going to have a couple of free throws on the way. See here on the Schaefer-Danhoff instant replay, and a huge thank you to them for sponsoring pretty much everything tonight. So make sure, if you're living in Willard and you need a new or used vehicle, hit up our friends at Schaefer-Danhoff Dodge Jeep Ram of Willard. Then also, want to thank Willard Family Dentistry, individualized, comfortable care. You can schedule an appointment with Dr. Emily Booker online at willarddentist.com. So make sure, if you need your teeth cleaned, that you hit up our girl Emily.
Dials using the backboard and pretty much every part of the rim to get those two to fall, but Willard back in the lead now.
And they're going to possibly turn it over, but just too much size. Johnson towering over the top there of Savantic.
Foul.
And look at the expression on Smith's face. Can't believe it.
Oh. But she was backing out. I believe that was Stevens. And just got a little too much with the elbows. Both teams will be in the bonus for the final 5:25.
Stevens, just too fast. Gets all the way to the cup.
Willard with the answer. They're back up 3.
Now a chance for the Nubians. Gonna keep it with the hot hand, Murphy. Poked away here by Sowers. And Smith drawing a lot of attention inside. She was calling for it, wanted the ball, and now a little slip screen goes up top for it, and somehow the acrobatic finish will go.
She's up to 6. It's back to a 1-point game. That's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Flashes.
Last touch by Johnson. So Willard will inbound from over in the corner there.
Which team is going to be the ones that make the run to finish this one out, Brian?
Oh, nice cut to the hoop, but great pressure applied by Johnson on the shot there for Stevens. Willard, though, creating an extra possession. Now Savantic going to back it out to midcourt. Going to work this near side. And Murphy picks up her 4th personal. It's going to lead to a 1-and-1.
Coach McKinney told her, come out. Don't let her just hold the ball. She did. Got once again behind. Savantic went for the reach, got called for it, and now Sayana with the 1-and-1.
And the sophomore clanks it, so she doesn't earn the second. And it looks like the Nubians want to talk things over. Boy, what a finish we're in store for here over the last 4 minutes and 10 seconds. A lot riding on tonight's game, of course. A trip to the regional championship up for grabs to the winner of this game. Willard, if you're just joining us, built a 10-point lead in the first half. Nubians have slowly chipped away. They got back to even, and we've pretty much been going back and forth here over the last 8, 9, 10 minutes of game action. Nobody's been able to go on a big patented spurt to really seize control or momentum of the game. And that's what we're waiting on. Which team is going to be able to get 2-3 buckets in a row and kind of create some separation here?
To start the second half, you saw Africentric go on a 4-0 run to cut it to 2. But then Willard answers with another 4-0 run, gets it back up to 6. Africentric went on a 7-0 run to get the lead. But Willard, once again, only 4 lead changes despite this being such a close game. The Lady Flash is the number 5 team in the state in Division III, giving the 3-time defending, reigning state champions all they can right now at Lexington. Can they pull off the quote-unquote upset?
Well, they were able to knock off the defending district champions in the last round. This would be what many consider a large upset here tonight if Willard can stand tall and get a big dub. Here's Johnson doing work, fadeaway. Missed it in Dials. Big rebound.
Burma with great defense on her, not allowing her to get that spin move. Forces her to take the errant shot.
Layla spinning in the lane, goes back to the right hand, missed it. Sowers with the board. Stevens fighting for it, and she's the last to touch it. So out of bounds over to the Nubians.
Referees letting both of these teams play in the paint, which is the right call. It's a regional semifinal. This isn't a game in mid-December. Let them play a little bit. Don't stop the flow by calling a foul every 5 seconds because they're getting a little bit rough inside the paint.
Up top, Smith lost a shoe. And Johnson says, you know what? I'll just take care of business on my own. Straight to the cup.
18 points for her, 40-39 Nubians.
Johnson leads all scores. Stevens the top dog right now with 14 points for the Flashes, trying to add to that total. And she just went right at Malia.
Had both hands up on her, but maybe too much arm on that. Now Stevens will go to the line for 2.
Big time free throws on the way for Stevens, who notched things up at 40, draining the first. As Murphy, short-lived rest there over on the bench. She's back out onto the floor with those 4 fouls. Gonna need her offensive creativity down the stretch. Flash is back on top.
6th lead change of the night. I have a feeling we'll have a couple more here before the final 2:45 go off the clock.
Murphy matched up with Sowers, brings it to the point. 1-4 high right now, and they'll work it through Johnson, far side.
She almost lost it.
She did.
Ooh.
Somehow was able to kick it back in bounds just over the outstretched hand there of Sowers.
This might come down to who has the ball in the final possession, Brian.
Gonna work it into Smith. Look at all the attention she draws, and she's gonna draw the foul as well. 4 Crimson Flashes all converge to try to make the stop.
That's on Dials, so that's her 4th.
Layla's had a nice night, dozen points for her as that one spins in.
Her first attempt of the night, good. 7 points for her. Make that 8. Nubians with the lead again.
So the lead changes hands one more time. Flashes wanting to make that another storyline here on this possession, though. The cross-court pass intercepted. Murphy on the leak out, step through, and the layup is good. Huge bucket by Anaya Murphy. Biggest lead for the Nubians tonight. Forces a timeout from the Willard Flashes, and look at the bench up off their feet. Africentric starting to taste it a little bit here with a $139. And finally getting back-to-back baskets here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and finally back out to, I believe, their largest lead of the night at 3 points. That's how closely this game's been played, other than that 1 point in the second quarter where Willard had their little run, go up 10. Looked like they had some momentum, but, you know, the Nubians fought right back, and now they're getting some of the momentum. Do we see Willard possibly kick out for a 3 here? Do we see them try to just continue to drive to the hole? Because they've been driving to the hole and drawing 3 or 4 players around them. You get the kick to the open 3. It could be there, but we'll see what Coach Fall does. 1:39 left, plenty of time. Only 7 fouls against Willard, so 2 more times to the line, Africentric will go with a 1-and-1, so you can extend the game that way if you don't get a bucket here.
Just one made three-pointer all night for both sides, and we haven't seen a lot of attempts. Each of these teams looking to go straight to the rack routinely. So we'll see if the Flashes can come through with a big bucket here on this possession as we're down under 90 ticks remaining. Regional championship berth on the line. Stevens going right at Smith, and she definitely got fouled. The aggressive nature of both of these offenses, just always trying to put the pressure on you off the bounce, and it pays off again from McKenna Stevens.
And that'll be the 4th foul now for Smith.
Back down to a 2-point hole here for the Flashes. And Stevens completes the pair. And so now offensively for the Nubians with the lead now short on time, what will the strategy become? How long can Willard sit back here defensively before they have to run and gun and try to get some traps?
Well, Coach McKinney telling him to back it out. He's going to try and run clock. They almost turned it over. But we're coming to the point where they should get the foul to extend this out. But the question is, who do you foul?
I think Ransom would be a good choice, and that's what they're going to do. Lyric going to head to the free throw line for 2 of the biggest attempts of her career. Though these girls have played in a ton of huge games over the last several seasons. Ransom, a senior, got just 2 points so far here tonight.
That's the 4th foul against Sowers. And once again, this is a 1-and-1. Got to make this first.
Can't do it. Back iron, and the rebound is secured by Burma. Monster possession. The gamble by Johnson doesn't pay off. Stevens rolls it in.
No way.
McKenna Stevens looking to put Willard on her back. Huge bucket as they take the lead. And another look on our Schaefer-Danhoff replay. Boy, she needed every inch of the rim twice.
It looked like she was going to drive. Saw the defender coming her last second. Quick jump stop and release. And the friendly roll once again from the rim. Willard leads.
Fantastic finish here at the Lexington Regional Semifinals. Willard looking to get back to the regional championship. Nubians looking to go to state once again. Been there so many times over the last several seasons. Flashes looking to end their reign in Division III.
Now, for Africentric, you got to get it into your bigs, right? You got to do it, and I would say do it early. Possibly at least try and draw the foul, and if you miss it, you can still foul yourself and extend it.
They're going to start it in the hands of Murphy. Dictating traffic, looking to clear it out. She wants a two-man game with Johnson, and now Smith going to come up top, and the 6'2 senior going to handle. Down to 15 seconds.
Looking for the pick and roll.
Murphy off the drive, tied up, and wow, that's a really bad call in my opinion. Check this out. All ball. Sowers can't believe it, and she's done for the night. 5 fouls. She's going to go out of the game with 8 points.
Wow.
And 2 monster free throws coming up for Murphy.
Wow. And she misses. But Brian, has that call been made a lot tonight? I don't think so. That's turned into a lot of jump balls. You can't change your call with 13 seconds left.
See if Murphy can split the pair. She will. We're all tied. Timeout, Nubians. And there's Stevens, who just made the critical bucket to put Willard in front. Can they go to McKenna again as we look one more time at the defense played by Sowers? She felt like she got a lot of the basketball. The replay, I think, certainly indicates that too.
The only question for me was when she came up, you can't see the left shoulder of Murphy. Did she get that forearm into the side of Murphy, and that's what the ref saw? It was on the other side of the court. That would be the only reason they would call that. But what I saw was she went on both up, top and bottom of the ball to get it. Nonetheless, Willard with 13 seconds has a chance to win it here in regulation. Worst case scenario, you go to overtime. You don't want to turn it over. You don't want to take a quick enough shot to where Africentric gets a chance. And we got another timeout. So, Coach Fall,
he wasn't done talking to the girls. He's got a little bit more to say, and Barry's been doing it for 20 years. Loved everything that I've seen in the post-game pressers with these Willard girls and how much they respect Barry, what he brings to the table, and just the knowledge that he has for the game and how he's able to communicate with his team. We'll see what he draws up here in one of the biggest moments of his career.
Man, we've seen some good basketball the last couple of days, Brian. And it'll just keep continuing for the next couple, too.
And we might even get some extra time here at Lexington tonight.
Got a full court 1-2-2 press. Willard can run the baseline.
And they could have got it into Stevens. Instead, they come to Savancic.
And that went off the foot of Sayana. So now Africentric with 9 seconds left will get the ball.
And I am stunned that McKenna Stevens was wide open and they didn't get it in bounds to her. Absolutely stunned. A shot at going on to the regional championship.
9.1 remaining. Now Africentric, they're at midcourt. They can pretty much set up anything they want here. They're going to do it. They're going to try and seal somebody at the block, or they're going to try once again just to take it to the hole and possibly get fouled. Big play right there.
The Nubians clearly have the size advantage. They can get it into Smith or Johnson. Murphy's been dynamite, taking kids off the bounce here in this contest. So those would be the 3 options that I would consider.
nearly the 5-second call, but they get it in.
And now it's going to be Johnson off the attack, the drive, tough runner, too strong off the square, and we are headed to overtime, folks. Knotted up at 45 apiece. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. Live and free basketball returns on the OH Report. At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Schaefer Danhoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danhoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at schaeferdanhoff.com.
Are you not entertained, Brian?
This is regionals on the OH Report. Bonus ball on the way here as we are in OT. I don't know how to put that up on our scoreboard. Do we have an overtime?
I don't know.
This is my first OT game of the season. And it's going to start with Africentric with the rock.
I've had a couple of these.
Murphy along two. Puts it in. So Africentric with the first basket here of the extra session. And now it's Willard's opportunity to try and answer. Savancic comes back up top. Now Hall to the corner. They wanted to feed it to Stevens, but they turn it over. Here comes Grace, pushing away from the pack, sets up Murphy. Nice look inside for Johnson, and the first two buckets belong to the Nubians.
So a nice start by the Nubians. Can Willard answer?
Gonna get a skip pass and a triple try. Launched too strong. Tipped away from Smith, but into the hands of Grace. Can't have a better start if you're Africentric. 2 possessions, 2 buckets, and you hold Willard without a point. And now Coach McKinney wisely tells his team, run some time.
Willard's going to have to apply the pressure here. I know there's 2 minutes left, but Africentric, they're just going to slow it down.
Nubians close to running a full minute off the clock here on this possession. So the Flashes watching valuable time burn away. Now they send Stevens for the trap, but she comes too late. Winning basketball right here for Africentric. As the lane opens up, Murphy attacks, and we're going to get a blocking foul against McKenna Stevens. It's going to put Anaya on the line.
A perfect start to overtime here by Africentric. The chance to make this a 6-point game.
Has not shot it well from the charity stripe in this one. Should get one more shot here. And Murphy comes through. Still just a 2-possession game. Flashes got to get a score here. 2 shots, 2 misses here in the extra session so far, as Dials has to pick up her dribble and catches a bit of a break as it ends up in the hands of Burma.
Quite the time to get your first points.
Murphy, oh, I thought she was going to get a 5-second call. The referee was at 4, and then the timeout came in for Africentric. I think it's going to be just a 30-second timeout.
Once again for Willard, down 3, only just under a minute remaining. How much time do you let run off the clock before you go for the foul? Can't be that much. If it's a 2-point game, maybe I'd say let 10, 15 seconds, but it's 3. They've only hit 1 3 tonight, so you have to extend this. I've said this at the end of the 4th. You have to extend this game out.
Dials, the only player on the floor with 4 fouls right now for the Flashes. So
you got to remember Sowers fouled out on that call right at the end of regulation.
now they will elect to blitz, but they get it off to Murphy. Lost the handle momentarily. And back to Johnson.
There's the foul.
Right around 14 seconds coming off the clock there.
Although that's not the person you want to foul to get to the line.
Johnson has made a living so far tonight at the free throw line.
12 of 15.
Bangs the first, 21 points for number 21. Second one, yeah, came up short into the hands of Dials. Africentric pressuring, someone's got to be open, but it doesn't matter. Grace with the rip to the bucket, huge right there for the sophomore.
Wow.
Might have just buried Willard in their tracks. Dials got to get to work. She's going to put up a three, halfway home, big rebound to Johnson, and the Nubians can feel it, folks. Looks like they're going to be headed back to the regional finals.
Very rambunctious bunch over here on the Africentric fan side. 6-point lead, 16 seconds left. Best free throw shooter at the line. Pretty good situation.
And I think without question, Johnson has got to be our player of the game for her performance. Carrying the team offensively tonight. Done some stellar things at the defensive end as well. And now with some clutch free throws, looking to ice it.
21 points. $13 of them coming from the charity stripe.
Stevens, and one. So McKenna not giving up just yet.
Only way for Willard to complete this comeback would be a made free throw, a quick steal, and a foul off the three that they have to make. That's all they have to do.
Stevens will cap off the three-point play. Timeout taken by Willard. You just laid it out there pretty perfectly. Such limited options here since it's a two-possession game. Coach Barry got his hands full trying to draw something up.
Well, if you're Africentric, chuck it. Try and just throw it across half court. Run clock off. You don't even need the guard, Willard, if you throw it down there. Let them get the ball, shoot a three. Still make it a one-point game no matter what. Try to throw it across half court. If you can get to it, fine. If not, Willard get it. Just back off the defense.
So Division III power Columbus Africentric seeking their 11th trip to state since 2007. That is absolutely absurd. Appears like they're going to keep the streak alive. They do throw it away with a half-second remaining, so the Flashes got to get a three, got to bang it home, got to get fouled. That's it. That's it, folks.
Okay.
Final score, 54-50. The Nubians headed to the regional championship game where they will face the winner of Delta versus Ottawa Glandorf right back here at Lexington on Saturday. Step away one more time. When we come back, we will have an interview with our player of the game. It's going to be Malia Johnson. Wrap things up with final stats and then get you out of here. Keep it here. The post-game coverage will roll along live and free on the OH Report.
Schaefer Danhoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danhoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaefer Danhoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today. No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report. We needed overtime to decide a winner here in the Lexington Regional Semifinals, but moving on to the championship game, the Nubians of Columbus Africentric, a 54-50 winner over Willard here after the extra section. Brian Skronsky, Travis Brady here with you to break down the statistics, and 0 3 balls made by the Nubians. We had heard and read that they didn't shoot it well from outside, but that doesn't impact the way they play. They've got some kids with some nice height on the interior, and then always they have that aggressive mindset looking to attack the lane. That's why they got 26 free throws tonight, and they were able to convert quite a few.
And you know what? In that first half, they attempted a few threes, which they shouldn't have. They should have controlled the ball, tried to chuck it up, and that allowed Willard to, build out a lead, but then, they got back to what got them here in the second half, and that's taking it to the paint, getting fouled, or putting up the shot, getting your offensive rebound, and putting it back. They played Africentric basketball in the second half, and that's what allowed them to outscore Willard by 5 to force overtime, and then with the 2 early buckets in overtime to pull away for the regional semifinal victory.
Crimson Flashes actually played pretty well, able to knock down 16 free throws to the 18 made by the Nubians here tonight, and won the battle of the boards. But just one too many turnovers, and it's hard not to look back at the end of regulation and the turnover by Sienna Savancic, where they had their senior all-star wide open with an opportunity with 15 seconds to try to win it, and they don't get her the ball. Travis, I think they'll be looking back on that, and certainly McKenna will, who we were told unofficially too, finishes with 999 career points tonight, one off of getting 1,000 and getting a banner up in the rafters.
Yeah, that's a tough way to go, and a couple plays at the end. I'm not going to mention them once again since we talked about them enough, but a couple plays at the end of the game could have gone either way, and then you have that turnover late that really decided things. But what a game between these two teams. Africentric not starting until January 12th, gets to fight through, and they're back to a regional final. Willard, that tough, coming from winning a district championship in Division II last year, but then running into that powerhouse in Napoleon, a team we saw last night who's going back to another regional championship, and then facing the 3-time reigning defending state champion in Africentric, who last year graduated McDonald's All-American. That's the type of players that this squad has, and for Willard to be able to fight against that type of squad, and for Africentric with 2 months later start to be able to pull off the win. It was a great game by both sides.
Well, they're definitely loaded with talent. You can see that from top to bottom. They got a lot of kids that can really play. Not really any dynamite shooters this year, but again, doesn't really cost you when you have that type of diversity on the perimeter where kids can go inside, outside, and then the size to match where they can shoot over the top of just about anybody. Looks like Africentric is going to be out of the locker room here in just a couple of minutes, so we'll take one more time out. When we return, we will have an interview with our player of the game. Huge performance tonight, 22 points for the senior Malia Johnson. We'll speak to her right on the other side of this break.
Schaefer Danhoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danhoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaefer Danhoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today. No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report. We are now joined by our player of the game, Malia Johnson, brought to you by Schaefer Danhoff Jeep Ram. And, man, what a game we had here tonight. It went really back and forth there in that second half. Talk to me about making the clutch plays when it mattered most there in the fourth quarter and then overtime to get the victory, and just how satisfying it feels as a senior.
I was just thinking to myself the whole game, I got to help my team, I got to carry my team, I got to put my team on the back, seeing that I was the leading scorer throughout the whole game. So I was just thinking to myself the whole time, I got to make these layups, I got to get contact to get to the free throw line to help my team get the win.
And that's something that your team did routinely tonight, getting to the free throw line, I believe, 28 times. Tell me about the aggressive nature and the mindset of this squad on offense, because you didn't make a triple the entire night. It just seems like you guys are always trying to get to the cup.
Yeah, we're really not a shooting team, so in practice we really work on getting to the cup. Since we're so athletic and we got the size, we look to draw fouls or just get to the cup. Since we're really not a shooting team, so we just look to get contact and get easy layups.
Tell me about how last season ended and how it has motivated this team to get back to this point. Of course, you've won a ton of games throughout your career, but specifically not getting to try to go for that four-peat. You know, what did it mean to have the opportunity to still be playing in this tournament here?
It means a lot, honestly, seeing that we couldn't finish out our season last year and we was almost there. This is just another reason to prove people wrong that we're still the same team and we can get back to the same place and finish out the season stronger.
All right, our player of the game, Malia Johnson, 22 big points as they are going to move on to the regional championship. And I think for her, they would love to get back for an opportunity to go to the state Final Four. Anything you want to say to Nubian Nation before you get out of here?
Good job today, team, and let's have a good rest of the season and win a state championship.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, that is going to now wrap up our coverage here from Lexington High School, where one more time your final score here tonight, folks, 54-50. Columbus Africentric moving on to the regional championship game in overtime. Travis, I'll give you the last word here from Lex. What do the people need to know about what they just witnessed here tonight?
They witnessed a team that wants that four-peat get back. They clawed back into this one in the second half. Willard gave them their best shot, and in the end, it was the experienced Nubians that will move on to yet another regional final and another great game here on the OH Report this week.
Fantastic competition here tonight and an amazing season for the Willard Lady Flashes, who see their number 5 AP squad finish up things at 21-4 overall as they lose tonight by 4 points. But man, what a valiant effort. Had a shot at the end and just could not get over the hump in overtime. We'd like to thank everybody for making tonight's broadcast happen, including our 2 camera guys. Garrett Parlett was up top, Storm Blunchley down on the floor. We had the Stat Boys in the building tonight as well with Spencer Beer along with Austin Michael. My name is Brian Skoronsky for Travis Berardi. Thanks for watching. More live streams going on right now, Ontario and Norwalk, on our Facebook and our main YouTube channel if you want to continue to watch live and free hoops. If not, we'll see you tomorrow with even more high school basketball tournament action. But for now, for tonight, we out of here.